How you doing, everybody? Eric Whittington here, and today's subject is leverage time between business and family. Leverage time between business and family. This is going to be a more serious type of video. I'm not going to be bouncing around yelling and screaming like I usually do. But I do want to tell you a little bit about my beginnings as a network marketer. Back in 1994, I was introduced to network marketing. I loved the fact that I could stay home and work and earn as much money as I need to earn, and one day spend as much time as I want with my family and live the lifestyle I need to live. I was focused on that. And at the time I was unemployed. I wasn't working. And this is something that I really needed to do. So what I did is I built a little office. The only thing that was in my office was a phone, a chair, and a little desk that I had my leads on. Now the guru said that I have to be on the phone day and night, night and day. All right? Every no that you get brings you closer to a yes. And I believe that. You know? I followed the instructions to a T that they gave me. So what I'm doing is I would get up in the morning, I would go to this little room, I would shut myself in there, and I would just be on the phone day and night, night and day. You know? And the only time that I would leave that room was to eat lunch and eat dinner. I didn't even have breakfast. And to go to the bathroom. You know, sometimes I would bring my dinner and my lunch in the room, and I would shut myself in there again, and I would just keep making phone calls day in and day out. Now, at the time I was doing this, my daughter was like 1.5 years old, and my wife was doing everything. I mean, she was taking care of the house, she was taking care of my daughter, and she was stressed out because of the fact that I wasn't making any money in my business, and I didn't have a job, and I was working this thing like a madman. You know, and every time she would come up there and want me to do something or want to talk to me or about something, I would get upset with her, and I would yell at her and tell her to leave. If it's not important, then don't come in here bothering me. You know, I was acting like a real jerk. You know, I wasn't acting like a husband. I was acting like a jerk. That's what I was doing at the time. You know? Because I was so focused on building my business, and she couldn't understand why I'm doing this. Why am I alienating myself from them? I mean, she would tell me, your daughter needs you. You know, I need you. Why are you up here all the time? And I told her, I'm trying to build a business. If you know, why don't you think about this? I'm trying to make a better life for us. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that was true. I was trying to make a better life. But at the same time, you don't alienate your family. You don't do that. You know, you set a time up, set some time apart for your business and set a time apart for your family, ladies and gentlemen. You know? I was a one-sided thinker. And this was going on for a long, long time. It was a one-sided thing. My wife would get very upset with me, and she was like stressed out. Because I would always be in that room. You know, and I was frustrated because because I was getting nothing but rejection. I didn't know about relationship marketing. I didn't know about any of that at the time. I didn't know about attraction marketing. I didn't know about attracting people to me. I was talking to people and spewing my opportunity out to them, and I would get cussed out and rejected all the time, and I was taking it out on my family. And that's not cool. That's not cool. So any of you new marketers that are going through this, you need to set some time between you and your business and your family. Take it from a guy that's been there. Anyway, my daughter's growing up. She's about 5 or 6 years old, and she came up to me one day, and she looked me in the eyes, and she said, "Dad, why do you always stay on the computer? Why do you always stay on the phone and you never play with me? Why?" It was hard for me to explain to her. I didn't want to yell at her, but I says, "Baby, Daddy is trying to, build a business so we can have more money to, so we can spend more time together. I mean, I love you, but I just need to do this." But my daughter at that time, she didn't understand it because she was only 5 or 6. She says, "Daddy, all I want to do is just play with you. That's all." But you know what? I got emotional. When my daughter left the room, I broke down and I cried. Because I wasn't making any money in my business, really. You know? A few pennies here, a few pennies there. Because I was doing it all the wrong way. And at the same time, I'm alienating my family, and I wasn't there for them when they needed me. I just broke down and cried because my daughter, she wanted me. She needed me. She needed her daddy, and I was not there. All I could focus on was just being on that phone and being on the computer and trying to get the instant gratification that I was looking for, and it wasn't happening. I wasn't trying to get a job. I thought that this was like the cure-all right here, this marketing company that I was in, and it wasn't doing nothing for me. I was taught the wrong way, and at the same time I was losing my family. Losing them. So anyway, I got emotional, and after I calmed down, I brought my daughter back, and I told her, I said, baby, from now on, Daddy's going to be there for you. Daddy is going to be there to play with you. Daddy's going to take you places, and I will be there, I promise. And I told my wife the same thing. I apologized to my wife for yelling and screaming and acting like a jerk toward her. I said, baby, from now on, I will do things with you. I will do things around the house, and I will be the kind of husband that you want and that you married. I'm sorry for being an idiot. I'm sorry for acting like a jerk. Now, at first, my wife didn't really believe my words. I had to actually prove it to her, because I've said this before that, oh yeah, I'll hang out with you and I'll do this and that, and I never did it. But I was serious, because I was, like I said, I was alienating myself from my family. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to ramble about this, but if you're a marketer, you set some time to do your marketing. Set some time apart to do your marketing. If your kids are in school, or if you have young kids and they're in school and then when they go to sleep, that's the time when you can really focus on your marketing. I mean, be really productive in your business. This is what I do. When my daughter is in school or when she's sleeping, I go crazy with it. I be very productive. If I'm on Facebook doing marketing and those little message pop-ups come up, I ignore all that. I shut all that down, and I focus on making money and being productive in my business. That's the thing that I focus on. However long that I have to do it, that's what I do. But when my family needs me, when my wife needs me, when my daughter needs me, I shut that down. I shut down the marketing end of it. I shut down the business, and I focus on togetherness with my family. That's what I do. I don't let business distract me from that. If my daughter wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese, if she wants to go to the inflatable bounce house and play with the other kids, I'm there. I'm there with her. And sometimes I'll go right into bounce house with her, and we'll have a good time. Me and my wife will go to the movies, we'll watch DVDs or whatever she wants to do. We'll do that. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you got to balance that time. It can't be one-sided. It can't be one-sided and then that's it. Because I'm telling you, if you keep that up, then you're going to lose it. If you have young kids, they're going to grow up and they're going to be out of the house, and you're going to wonder, where did the time go? So, like I said, it's important to spend time with your family. Your business is important. I'm not saying it isn't, because you're trying to build a better life for you and your family. But your family is also important. Spend time with them. Do things with them while you're coming up in your business. And when you reach the income that you need to reach in your business, think about how much more time that you can spend with your family. Think about the vacations you could go on. Think of all the things that you can do with your family, but it'll be so worth it for you because you balanced your time. You didn't spend all the time on your business, but you didn't spend a whole lot of time on your family either. You balanced it. Now, what I'm doing now, ladies and gentlemen, is I got three things going on. I got my business. I also work a security job overnights. All right? But I also have a business. All right? I have another business that I do. I do art and I do DJing. All right? It's called Jam and Draw Entertainment. Check it out sometime. www.jamanddraw.com. And this is what I do. So I have another business. I have a network marketing business. I work security, and I'm also doing spending time with my family. So that's like four things going on in my life, but I balance them. And that's why I'm doing so well. It's not a one-sided thing. My daughter loves me. I mean, she's 10 years old right now, and she's actually helping me with my marketing. She's helping. She loves to do videos with me. She does. And she understands what Daddy's doing. She understands that Daddy is building a future for all of us. And I'm telling you, one day, we're going to be living the life that we want to live. And she's not going to want for anything and neither is my wife. All right? And I'm helping others to get there as well. But I'm doing it on a part-time basis, and I'm also and I'm not alienating myself anymore from my family. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this video has gone on long enough. I think you understand my point. Balance between business and family, and keep it moving that way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a little value out of this video, I'd like you to connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on YouTube. Any way that you need to connect with me, you do that. We can discuss this further. Be a family man or be a family woman, and be a businessman or a businesswoman, but balance it out. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.